I figured that because Victoria was too much of a weak bitch to let me in her box and then muted me out of her live, I would give you the details once I saw the repost on Kai's channel, right? So let's get into this.
How can people hate so bad when something that is not affecting them, they still care so much to stop it? I can understand. I can completely understand people wanting to stop things like people in active addiction getting money or getting food because what they would have spent on food, they now can spend on other things. Like, I get that so much, but like, why now? Why right now? What is people celebrating with us? What is this? What is it causing that you're just so fucking against? I'm not on here lying, saying
My notifications start going ham about Victoria crying in her live, right? So I go in there. Ma'am, I don't give a fuck what you do, all right? You lied about me to save your own ass. That's how we got here. So the fact that you are crying in your live, trying to make it anything other than that, is insanity. Do you understand that? A woman in recovery would just own her mistake, right? But that's not what you're doing. You're doubling down at every fucking turn, playing victim in every single situation, and I haven't even started yet.
I'm not on here lying, saying I need money for something that I don't. I'm not on here constantly begging for stuff. I'm not on here fucking saying that I ain't got no food, and I do. I've never seen. What?
You see my comment, right? An apology would have sufficed. That's all, right? You lied. But here, this is going to get interesting, y'all. Pay attention.
I've never seen. What? Please, for the love of Pete, tell me this bitch is not. Then what is the fucking issue? I've done said that.
I can't control the narrative if I'm there in the chat telling the truth, right? People in your situation have a really hard time whenever I come in on my main and I start pressing, right? Because you know, Victoria, that you're lying, but you don't want those people knowing that, right? You just need them to believe that I'm a big bad bully, right? I don't give a fuck what you're doing. You chose this. You chose this when you lied and continue to lie, right? Because the next couple of clips are fucking embarrassing for you. This is why you get what you get. Just letting you know.
Why? Again, I can understand. No. Fuck no. How about that?
So, Spanish Dad says hop in the box and explain to what you say, fuck no, why not? If you have nothing to hide, why not let me in the box, right? Because you're being so honest. Why not let me in the box? If you had nothing to hide, you would have let me in that box, period.
You did. You did. I proved that. It was absolutely photoshopped. It wouldn't have had that picture and my name under it. It wouldn't have. I can prove that right now, actually. And then that's it. But I can prove it right now. Come the fuck on, dude.
I explained to her, screen recording is not photoshopped, right? And she says, come the fuck on, right? So then, as I'm unprivating my live on YouTube from yesterday on TikTok, I tell her, you might want to watch my live from today, right? Because she's going off that one screenshot, even though I keep saying I have a ton more, she just keeps going off that one screenshot. So I told her, you might want to watch my live from today before you fucking lie, right? But she doesn't listen, and she keeps going, digging her own hole, right? Just dig away, Victoria. And if you knew anything about me, you'd know I like to watch that, right? I like to watch you dig your own hole while I laugh my ass off at you exposing yourself, just to be clear.
But I'm going to. I don't care. I don't fucking care. Do you hear me? I don't goddamn care. You keep on keeping on, boo-boo. Trying to push people back into dark spaces. Go ahead. I don't fucking care. If that makes you sleep at night, bitch, make it let you sleep at night.
No matter how many times I try to explain this, they still don't get it. Cause and effect, baby. Okay? You lying about me, right? That's the cause, okay? So you could scream that you don't care while you're crying in your live and lying about me, calling me a bully, because you couldn't just apologize, right? So you see how that goes? Cause and effect. You're the cause, baby. I'm the effect. You get it?
So, right now, obviously, that Cash App had coerced with my Cash App from 2021, I think. But let me show you.
Always blows my mind that people can never see how we got here. All you had to do was apologize. So if you're going through it, whose fault would it be? Maybe you should ask your counselor that. Maybe you should go and ask your counselor. If you lie about somebody else and they dropped a proof and you look fucking stupid, right? Do you owe them an apology? I'd like to hear her response.
Oh, wrong one. Okay. So, what is the name on that one now? It's Hal Linda, right? Or no, is it something else? It's Hal Linda. Yep. So, again. I go all the way back. So there's no way that I'm photoshopping anything, right? October 2022. Why didn't it pull up what mine looked like? Why doesn't this say Victoria?
Did you just say that Lisa, the Cash App that Lisa was using, had cohorts with your Cash App? No, asshole. It was the same Cash App. What in the fuck? Watching you you stumble over your words instead of just telling the truth is fucking priceless.
Yeah, see the timestamp on it. It clearly wasn't named that back then. But not fucking photoshopped.
Because you changed the name after I called it out. But lucky for me, lucky for me, not for you, but for me, that once it was called out, people that have sent you money started going and screenshotting and screen recording, right? So I have proof now of all of the steps in between. That's your fault, right? So if anybody wants to see how that whole situation unfolded, check out Victoria's subreddit, Victoria Lies, because it's all there. Because once it was posted there, other people in the subreddit that had given you money started dropping screenshots. So there's that. You changed the name. That's why. And that's when she muted me, right? Can't take it, can you? That sucks, because you really did cause this yourself. All you had to do was apologize and acknowledge it, but instead you use words like cohorts. What does that even mean? That your Cash App, which, just to be clear, the last screenshot that I have of that Cash App with money being sent to you, Victoria, from somebody that was your friend, okay? April 2023. So there's that, right? So instead of just being like, you're right, I fucking let Lisa use my Cash App and I lied about it, which is the easier way, right? You choose to take the more difficult way and then cry on your lives and call me a bully. That's embarrassing. You're a whole grown-ass woman and you expect people to think that you changed, but you can't acknowledge your wrongs and take accountability for your actions, but you want people to think that you're a different person?
Thank you. So again, I'll ask, seeing as how other people didn't even answer that. Oh, somebody get rid of that Spanish dad person too. Where'd he go? It's funny that, he came in with her and then said, get in her box and explain. Like, come the fuck on. Anyway.
Shad was actually in there before I was, and he texted me saying, this is boring. So he was there before me. So there's that. But I do actually 1000% appreciate you doing that, because digging on you is going to take me a really long time, and I just love homie tag teams. You know what I mean? I love when Spanish Dad and East Nasty come and help me dig, because there's a lot here. Let's be honest. It's been a very long history, if you know what I mean. So now I got some help. So I just wanted to let you know that the last time that Spanish Dad and I tag teamed, that woman deactivated her accounts and ran. Okay? So if you think I'm a bully now, you're going to have a really hard time once I'm done. Okay? That's where this started, right? It seems like people like you have a serious time, like a serious problem with like this series of events, right? Because your job is to confuse people, right? But people like me, we don't do that, right? We like facts and we like timelines and proof. And the timeline here begins with you lying about that Cash App. So that would be on you, baby. Okay? Cause and effect. Remember, you're the cause, I'm the effect.
But again, even though I know that that's photoshopped, like, what does it have to do with what people are trying to do right now? What does it have to do? Thank you, Tired.
I find it fucking hilarious that you're saying I'm throwing misinformation on your name. When did I share an old video? I like to know when I did that. But when did I'm throwing misinformation on your name, but you can't just admit that you let Lisa use her Cash App? Essentially calling me a liar and saying I accepted photoshopped receipts. For anybody that didn't see my TikTok live, you might want to go watch it because I did post it on YouTube and there's receipts shown. Just to be clear, I still have more. That's just some of them, all right? Because I'm fucking smart and I don't just give away everything I have, okay? So let that sink in. So the irony of you saying anything about misinformation on somebody else's name while you're essentially accusing me of sharing a video of you nodding, which I've never done. Never. But just so like 1000% transparency, I did see a video of you nodding in February. Okay? Okay. So Victoria, just so you know this, okay? Anything that I do, I will claim it, right? Now I noticed in this live, you talked about a couple of things that I have done. I claimed them publicly, myself, with my mouth, okay? I'm not gonna do some shit and let somebody else get blamed for it. If I did it, you'd know it, because I would have posted it the second I did it. And people that have been with me for a while, they know that. They know that, okay?